It's Jacob of Jacob Comics. All right, we got a fun one today. We're gonna open up a eBay purchase, a CGC purchase, and I kind of got a little bit of story to go with the book as well. As always, I am trying to hit 100 subscribers, and when I do, we're gonna give this book away. It's the Suicide Squad #1, which is the first full team appearance of Deadshot, Deathstroke, Harley Quinn, Duella Dent, and the Black Manta. And all you have to do to win that book for free is like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and you're going to be entered to win the book. And when we hit 100 subscribers, we're going to randomly do the, randomly pick one of the videos, and then hit the YouTube randomizer app on the comments section, and somebody's going to win the book. So everybody has a fair chance. All right, let's get right into this. And I'm gonna start telling a little story kind of while I'm opening it. Now this, I do believe, hopefully is the first book that I ever remember owning, and it was given to me by my Aunt Shirley. Not this book, but the the copy that I used to have when I was a kid, and it's the first book that I ever remember reading. And when in my comic book years, I've been looking for this book. I looked for it in the '90s, and I've kept my eye out, and I never saw it. Like I always kind of, because I knew it's an old X Factor issue, right? And I knew what the front cover looked like because I could kind of remember, and I was like, when I see it, I'll know, but I couldn't remember the issue number. I couldn't remember much else except what happened in the issue and the front cover. And just recently, I actually was watching a different YouTube channel, and I saw this book, and they were like, it's a key, and I was like, oh, that explains why I've never seen it in the cheapo section, or you know what I'm saying, or in the dollar bins, is because it's a key. And so then that sort of, you guys know, that sort of made me like want it back, and like, oh, it's not only is it the first book I ever remember reading and stuck to my memory. Maybe I had a different comic book before this one, but it's definitely the first one I ever remember owning and reading. And it looks like they did pack it up real well, and it should be definitely real safe and everything. And it is what I thought it was. So let's see. It's obvious. I listed it as it's an X-Men character, so you guys know that much. And I was really surprised too that my aunt had picked up a copy of this, and because the story is that it was my birthday in 1988, and it'd be September 1988, which is 9 months after this book came out, and that might give you a hint as to who it is. Or actually, I guess there's a couple of books it could be then, right? So I'm surprised she found this issue, because I know she gave me like 5 or 6, and I had never read comic books before, and so I want to say it was like the 3rd or 4th or even maybe 5th gift that she had given me for my birthday that year. It was just one of those, here's $5 worth of something that's maybe entertaining. And if you guys grew up in the 80s, there wasn't there was no internet and stuff like that. So here, let's go ahead, and everybody's probably curious. It's in a really nice bag. I'm just going to leave it in there for now. You can still see what it is. So, as we see here, it's X Factor number 24, and it's the first appearance of Archangel. And if you've ever read this comic, maybe you can understand that why, as an 8-year-old child, it stuck in my memory. It's actually the origin and first appearance of Archangel. Additionally, it's the origin of Apocalypse, and a couple other horsemen appear at the end as kind of a cameo. And it says Caliban leaves X Factor. It's Louis Simonson's story, and Walt Simonson and Bob Willisek art. And so yeah, I mean, As you can imagine, an 8-year-old kid reading the origin of Apocalypse, followed by the origin of Archangel, where he takes Archangel and you know, if you haven't seen the movies, it's kind of the same in the book as it went in the movies to a certain extent. Like he cuts off his regular angel wings and he gives him these super dope mechanical like wings that he can throw daggers from. I went ahead and took it out. So that's it, and it's only a 9.2 copy. These are I want to also throw this out there too. Additionally to my story of this being the first comic I ever remember owning, and I'm really happy to have it back in my collection, especially in a case and just a really clean copy. I also wanted to throw it out there for those of you that are kind of playing the speculation game. I think this is a really good book to pick up right now. Who knows what Marvel is going to do with the X-Men when they get the X-Men? And though Fox did do this storyline, I could see eventually them getting to this storyline because it is such a good storyline and Apocalypse is such a good villain. And if you guys know Marvel, man, if Marvel does it, they're going to use the original Horsemen of the Apocalypse. They're not going to play around. They might change like one of the four, but you could expect that they'll stay pretty true to the comic books, in my opinion. And so, this being one of the original X-Men characters in Angel, you know, Archangel's first appearance, guys. That's what I kind of picked up. I wouldn't, like I said, it's also a little bit of speculation, but it's also it's the first book I ever remember owning and reading, and so I was like, I am down to put $50 into purchasing this book, and it made it like 45. They're selling for almost the cost in a lower. Obviously, it's a 9.2. I think the 9.8 would maybe only run you like 150 at the most. You could probably find one reasonably less than 150, honestly, and that's just a great pickup, a great invest. If they do this character, because he's such a cool character, and that goes a long way. You know what I mean? Put a character as cool as him on the big screen. Additionally, like if you watch the X-Men movies, right? In the Sony X-Men, or the Fox X-Men movies, he dies like in a plane crash before Apocalypse decides who his four horsemen are, and we never actually get to see him on screen as Archangel, and that's, who knows why they did that. Maybe just money. Like, yeah, he's gonna cost a lot. Those wings, you gotta CGI everything, and it's gotta look cool. Like, but I think he's worth it. I think he's worth that investment in CGI. I think people would really like him. Like, here, just get a close look. This is one of the things. It's one of the reasons that Archangel has always been one of my favorite X-Men, and I always feel like he doesn't get his due time to shine. He is just a cool looking character, and the fact that he is an original X-Men as Angel, and then this is kind of like what he became after Apocalypse. Yeah, okay, I'm running on and on. I love the book, as you can see. Remember, like, comment, and subscribe, and you get your chance to win the Suicide Squad #1, first full team appearance of all those characters I listed before. And hey, if you guys are still sticking around and you enjoy this kind of content, not only subscribe, but hey, help me out. Click the eBay link below and buy some comics off me. Alright guys, we'll see you tomorrow and have a great day.